Hey y'all, welcome to Faith Budgets. On this channel I'll be posting videos about how I use the zero-based budget, sinking funds, cash stuffing, and savings challenges to pay off debt and save at the same time. If that's content that you're interested in, then please keep watching and definitely hit that subscribe button and join me as I try to reach financial freedom.
You've been hiding in the shadows way too long.
Hey guys, welcome back to another cash stuffing and savings challenge video. This will be for the first paycheck in August. I've already completed the budget with me for that paycheck planning. So I'll link that video here. That is for the budget with me for my bi-weekly paycheck, which covers 2 weeks. The first week I already did the cash stuffing and savings challenge for that. That was the last week of July. So this will be the second week of that paycheck, and it happens to be the first week of August. So it's split for me on the way that fell. But my bills don't start till after the first week of August. So that money mainly gets to go to sinking funds and savings challenges. So I have a larger cash stuffing than normal. So I'm stuffing $1,200 today. And this is the cash planning slip from Missy Money. This is the little tablet that I just tear off the sheet because I do this weekly, so I don't keep that inside my budget planner. I just keep it to the side and I just pull that out each week when I do my cash stuffing. But as I'm planning for my bi-weekly paycheck, I will plan that out. I go ahead and do that after I know how much I'm making for that paycheck. So I will link the August monthly budget. I'll link that here as well. That goes over the whole month, how I map it out for the whole month first. So I always lay it out first for the whole month, and then I do my bi-weekly. And then I break it down a little further, and I do the weekly cash stuffing. So it just breaks it down a little easier. But once you have your month laid out, you kind of do it however you need to. But I love cash stuffing weekly and resetting my wallet, and then also splitting it for my sinking funds. I have got into the habit of doing that, so I wanted to stay with that, even though I'm just now doing the bi-weekly paycheck budget with me for each paycheck like that. But I'm now on a single income, still going through the divorce. I'm here in Tennessee, middle-aged. I have two almost grown boys, ages 19 and 22, and they are starting their lives and their careers. And I just actually was on the phone with my youngest son for a few hours while he was driving to a few hours away to a job he got called for the welding. So super excited for him. He was so excited, been waiting for a phone call, and I think it's going to work out pretty good. It's not too far from home. He was thinking, maybe he might be put out of state somewhere for a length of time, and maybe he didn't want to do that if he was going to miss his brother's wedding, because he's the best man. So had some good news on that. And also my older son, they bought their home. They did get the loan process worked out. They closed, and he may be coming in here in a little bit. I may have to stop and help him load up some things from here at the house he wants to take to the new house. And then we're going over there tomorrow to look at it. He already took his brother to look at it because he was leaving to go out of town, but I'm going over there, and then also her parents. We get to go see it all together for the first time. They wanted us all to go together. So, and like a reveal, and take a few things over there. I guess they're going to take some things today, and like the things they got from their shower, their new things. So super excited for them. Can't wait to get them, set up in their new home. So good things are happening here. So very fortunate for them, and proud of them. So super proud of them. But let's just get started, I guess. I will set this up here to the side and get that for the cash stuffing portion. But I want to go ahead and do the Bible trivia so that I have that. Heard something. They might be here. Nope, false alarm. So we'll just go ahead and do the Bible trivia. I'm on number 16 here. So the question now for number 16 is, how much food did Jesus use to feed 5,000 men, plus women and children? Was it 5 loaves and 2 fish, 2 loaves and 5 fish, or 5 loaves and 5 fish? So I'll give you guys the answer at the end of the video, but don't forget. This is my wallet from Missy Money, one of my subscribers. Thank you again so much. She blessed me with this, the slimmer version of the green one that I had. Holds all the envelopes perfectly, from Missy Money. And if you would like any of Missy's products, you can check out her website, where she has several new products, including the wallet, and she has new binders. And they are perfect. I love them. For the cards, for your envelopes, and it has a little space here for the excuse me, for your coins. Perfect size. And this has a little wristlet here as well. But if you want to use my discount code, you can get 10% off any of her products. Faith Budget's 10. And she has the envelopes too that you can have personalized. And I was thinking about that. I may have to get some new ones. Like once I move and get settled in, I may have some new categories. So I really like that. I can change it up and just add a few if I need to. So first we will unstuff. I have already taken out all my receipts. I use Fetch Rewards app and also Receipt Hog. The links are in the description below if you want to join in and join in the scanning party. Scan some receipts. I think once you scan your first receipt, you'll get some extra coins or points, and so will I. It's like a referral link. And also I have an Ally high yield savings referral link down below. It is for, I'll try to link the picture here too. It kind of goes over it. I can't remember word for word what it was, but I think you get a $100 bonus if you sign up and do the set up your automatic deposits and things like that. You'll get a $100 bonus, and then I'll get some reward. I think it's $50 a person or something like that, up to a certain amount, up to $250, I believe. So if you've ever wanted to start open up an Ally account, I've learned about it from the Budget Mom. You don't really know who to trust as far as like those online banks, but I like it because it has the buckets, and I can make the names of what I want for each category. Keeps it all organized. I can move the money around as I need to. When I make deposits, I tell it where I want it to go. Like whenever I do my spent envelope and I have some money maybe from my sinking funds that I want to put in the Ally account when I'm making a deposit, I just go ahead and do that then, and I'll allocate that money for that category and move that over into Ally so that it can draw the interest while it's sitting there saving money for me. So if you're interested, check that out. That link's down below as well. And I try to link everything, like as far as I did try to link the pen. I think I linked that one in this video. And of course, Missy Money, my calculator, things like that. So check out the descriptions if you ever had any questions, or just ask me. I really enjoy chatting to you guys in the comments. Let's just get started with, I guess, unstuffing the money now. We did the receipts and all that, so now we'll do the money. Of course, nothing in groceries. Had some in gas. I didn't have a lot of going this week, so yeah, 65. We will keep that for the savings challenges. And then eating out, nothing. I did go out to eat. I did go, with my girlfriends. We went to eat Mexican. We only have Mexican restaurants here where we live. Giving, nothing. Shopping, nothing. Medications, I will leave that and roll it over. Miscellaneous, let's see. 5, let's take that out too. And then there's a spent envelope. So we're finished unstuffing, so now we'll go back and we will stuff. But let's put this in the back. 60, 65, 70. So $70 for the savings challenges, which will probably go to my son's wedding. We'll leave that back there. So now we'll start with groceries, and it's going to get $175. And I absolutely love 60, 70. Only having to buy for me and my son. And you know that it's weird that it's just so much of a relief. It's like, it's almost sad that that was my life, that I was so emotionally involved with and stressed about those things. Those things should not stress people out so much. I'm learning a lot about myself, so I'm grateful for that. And it's okay to say no. It's okay to set boundaries. It's okay to be who you are. I don't know. I've just been blinded, I guess, by a lot of things. But anyway, so 100, 20, 40, 60, 75. 175 for groceries. Just the little things I can, not have worries about. So groceries is ready for this week. I will do my pick up for whatever I need, whatever I want, and my son, and whatever I choose to prepare us to eat, and that also includes anything else, well, my son gets a lot of his things. If he needs to pick up something, he'll stop by. He's 22, but sometimes if he runs out of something, he'll say, hey, can you pick this up or whatever? I need a thing of deodorant or something. I'll do that. I don't mind at all. And or if he's craving something specific, I was like, just let me know what you want, because he'll eat just about anything, and I will too. So I'm open to any ideas. So groceries is ready. Now we have gas, and it's going to get 80. 80. And I think I do have quite a bit of 20, 40, 60, 80. Some more running to do this coming up week. I'm going to try to get my lab work done for, it's like a yearly, the one where you have to go for the fasting and get not just my thyroid levels, but everything, all the blood work done. So I'm going to try to get that done before I lose the insurance and change over. So, and then there was another, what was the other thing? Oh, I'm getting oil change in my car. So got some running to do, so I'll probably end up using a lot of the gas for this coming up week. Because everything we do here, we have to go out of town, especially the oil change to go to a dealership. My lab work is in town, but of course town from me is 20 minutes. So yeah, a little bit of traveling coming up this week. So eating out, I probably will have to use some of this too if I'm out. Well, where are you at eating out? 40. $40 there. And then giving, we'll get 15. Then shopping, we'll get 40. And then we have medications, 35. So I'll add that to what's in here now. See what we have. I'm just going to try to keep adding to this if I can, because I know my prescriptions are going to be more than what they are right now. I may have to end up changing brands or something. 20, 40, 640, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 5, 10. So 110 in medications. I have prescriptions. I have levothyroxine for my thyroid. I am on hormone replacement therapy, so I am also on estradiol and progesterone, and also testosterone like a oil or a cream, kind of. I put it on my skin, on my thighs. And then hydroxychloroquine. I take that for my rheumatoid arthritis. So I think that's the ones that are prescription. And then other supplements that I get, I usually put that in my self-care envelope in my sinking funds for supplements and hair, skin, and nail care. All of that goes in self-care. But really, the supplements could be included like in health, but I put that in there because it is a subscription, and I kind of change it up monthly. If I'm out of one thing, I might, or maybe I'm not out of one, like I have my greens, or I have my protein collagen, things like that. I might be not out of it. So I check my supply before I and I can change my monthly subscription if I need to. So I just leave that in the sinking funds instead of in the health and medical. So that just has how it's been working for me. So, and I do have a video where I go over my categories, and they're pretty similar. It was back in the fall, I think, last year. So I'll link that video here too if you're interested in like what all's included in each category, because that was something I was doing when I was searching for how to set up my budget and everything. And like, how do you know how much to spend in this, or how do you know when this is going to pop up, how much it's going to be, how much should I save, all that. It's really helpful watching other YouTubers figure out different categories. And some people have a bunch of like envelopes. They, separate it out even further, or you can make them smaller, have larger categories, but in one large envelope with multiple items in that category, just whatever works best for you and your budget and your family, or however you have yours set up. So medications is done. Miscellaneous will get 40, and it's going to get a 20 and 2 10s. And then I think that's all for the wallet. Yep, there's the spent envelope. So that's it for that. The wallet is done for the week, so that's a good feeling, having the wallet ready to go. So now let's move move over to the sinking funds. We have the pink binder here. I love Missy's new colors. They're all pretty too. These are still like the spring summery colors that I've got. I have her fall colors too. So as we get a little closer to fall, I'll probably swap out and do a little change up and go back to my fall colors. I'll see what kind of mood I'm in. Usually when the fall stuff comes out, everybody gets in the fall pumpkin spice mood, but I'm not there yet. So this is the spending sinking funds binder. I have a spending sinking fund, and then also short term and long term. That's how I put mine in categories. And this is the dashboards from my Etsy shop, Faith Rooted Designs. These are A6 size, and I have A5 size as well. And I have, I think, one set of 12, like more for a planner, and because they're 8.5 by 11 size, I believe. But I think you could probably size them down yourself if you needed to. But just more of like a motivational, just a saying on there, just with some colors on the background. It's not really a print or anything. And Budget with Miss P ordered that set for me on my Etsy. I was so excited. I messaged her. I was like, I was so fangirling you. I seen that you popped up on my Etsy shop. I was like, yay, Miss P ordered from my Etsy shop. I couldn't believe it. If you haven't, she's on YouTube as well, and she has Etsy, Budget with Miss P. And she is in, I believe, one of the Carolinas. I always get them mixed up. South Carolina, I believe. I believe she's in South Carolina. And she's around my age, I think. You know, I don't know for sure exactly, but I know she's got some grown adult boys, and then she also has a teen girl. So if you're interested in checking out her channel, she budgets with a zero-based budget. She does cash stuffing, so go over and check her out. Tell her Holly at Faith Budget sent you over there. Say hello. So I was just so excited when she ordered the dashboards from my Etsy shop. Let's get in here and do Sam's Club first, I believe. Yes. Sam's Club is going to get another 20. So put 20 in there and make that 40. I hadn't had a Sam's run yet. Self-Care is going to get 80. I did get my hair cut and colored. Whoops, one too many. 20, 40, 60, 80. $80 there. I had to get the roots done, and then I've got a trim. 100, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 20, 30, 35, 40. 340. And you guys, I feel like I am gaining some headway on these envelopes. I feel like they're growing. Slowly but surely, they're growing. I'm trying not to dip in them too much. And plus, these are just mine. I don't have him coming to need money for things, for all the things. So that feels good too. So Self-Care is done. Next up we have gifts, and it's going to just get 10 this time. I did pull out for a shower gift. Got that done. So now 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 75 on gifts. Then we have car maintenance, 40. And like I said, I'm going to get an oil change. So I don't know. I should have asked how much it was. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 10, 20, 30, 40. 240? So 260. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Okay, 260. Hopefully it won't be that much. But I have that scheduled to get the oil changed. And it's in the town where I used to work for a hospital. And some of my girlfriends, we usually go eat when I go to that town. And I hadn't ate with them in a little while. And one of the girls came over to work at the company that I work for. So, actually two of them do. I recruited them from the hospital I used to work for there. So, we may go out to eat and catch up on some stuff too. So hopefully they are available. I need to send them a message and see if they want to go grab a bite to eat after my oil change, if they're available. Okay, so home maintenance is going to get 30. And I really don't know what I'm putting this in here for, but I know I'll need it sometime. 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 15, 20, 25. 125. I mean, this could go maybe towards my rent, or I don't know yet. And if anything happens here at the home, we would probably split the price amount of whatever it is. So I want to keep some in here if I need to for anything, because we did have the air conditioner gassed up or whatever, had some repairs, and we haven't received that bill yet. So I will be responsible for half of that. Okay, so I'm going to stop here. I have one more, the rent, but my son's here. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. I'm back from helping my son. We just loaded up the car, his vehicle, so he could take some stuff to their new home. So if I'm out of breath, sorry. All the stuff he had was upstairs, so we tracked up and down the stairs a few times. Got my steps in for today for sure. So where was I? I was at rent. So for this week, $125. $125. Let's see how much we have now. 120. So now in rent, and this will be for anything that might come up. It may not be specifically for rent, for what's the word I'm looking for? My son just had to do that for his new house, changing the lights over. The fees to, not connection fees, I guess. I don't know. Whatever they are. Whew, I told him earlier, I've worked all day. My mind is frazzled today. We had a couple meetings, and so y'all just don't mind me today if I say something off the wall. If I can't add 2 plus 2, y'all just overlook me. 100, 200, 300, 20, 40, 60, 80, 400, 20, 40, 60, 80, 500, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80. So $580 now in rent. So like I said, that will be for anything like the startup fees or any kind of things that I need to get started in that next step towards rent or moving out or whatever the case may be. The house still has not had any lookers, so I don't know what we're going to do. So we'll see. We have to lower the price, but he's not wanting to cooperate with that. And if I make any suggestions, then I get called every name in the book. So what's next? Okay, that's all for this sinking funds for the spending binder. So we will now move on to the short term, the green binder, and this is another dashboard for that from my Etsy shop, Faith-Rooted Designs. Check that out if you are interested in the dashboards. So first up, in this one we have memberships. I was trying to go to Sam's Club again. Memberships is going to get 60. And that's for anything that, like Amazon, my Sam's membership, the things that I pay a yearly subscription or membership for. It used to be for one of the home maintenance items, one of the pest control, which that's not on there anymore. But this also includes some of those memberships that I have that are yearly. I canceled one though for my workout girl on YouTube, Sydney Cummings Howdy Shell. I did cancel that. So I may have a little extra in here, but that's okay. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 20, 30, 40, 340. And that is for one of those things I have on my old computer. It's like the malware or whatever, the antivirus. I have one of those things on there. It's not a whole lot, but and then I do like for my Canva, I share it. I let my son and my future daughter-in-law use it too, and I use it for home. I use it for the budget. I use it for my Etsy shop, so I do have that. And then I just got Epidemic Sound not too long ago, so I take that out of there too. So I am going to get monetization from YouTube. I did check into that, so I should get $127. I was so shocked. I was like, wow. So what I did was specifically for that stuff. That way I don't get that mixed up. So the Etsy, everything will be over there on that, because I don't know anything about how to do the taxes or anything, so I haven't touched any of that money. All that's going to be sitting in there. I did just get the $127 from YouTube, but I just left it sitting in there. I thought about doing it quarterly, like every 3 months, just go in there and take out some for the taxes. I've seen, I think, Budget with Miss P and some of the other girls that do Etsy and YouTube and get monetized, that they maybe take 25 or 30% and put that towards taxes. So I'll probably make me a tax bucket in my Ally account and maybe just move that over to that. And then I have seen where some people have a binder for their business, which I'm not really considered. I don't consider myself having a business yet, but I mean, I guess I kind of do. So I don't know give me all your feedback on that stuff. I don't have a clue. I never thought I'd be making money, additional income from this. So I really don't have a clue. So I've just set that money to the side and I'm not touching it. So I'm going to put that over there and let it just sit in that account until I decide what I need to do. Like maybe check after the 3-month, like the third quarter's up, and kind of do it that way every quarter. So I don't know. That's my plan for right now, but of course that can change. So next up's going to be insurance premiums. It's going to get 15. So now in insurance premiums, I have 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 5, 10. 110 for insurance premiums. That is for my auto insurance. I'm still trying to save up for that. That lady never did call me back. She's supposed to call me back with some numbers about my car insurance, getting that changed over into my name, my own policy with me and my younger son. So this is just what I wanted to try to save up to get that discount if I do it, if I have the option to do it every 3 months, every 6 months, or maybe even once a year and get a bigger discount. So I would like to do that if at all possible, and just continue to save in it here each paycheck each month to pay that yearly payment or 6-month payment. So next up is going to be car tags. It's going to get 10. That should be coming up. Not sure. 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 5, 10, 15. 115 for car tags. And let's see. Health and medical, 80. I'm going to put 80 in there. How much do we have in here now? Should have a pretty good chunk in here. Health and medical now has 1, 2, 3, 4, 500. I need to change this out to a 500 placeholder. I'll do that. It's downstairs at my desk though. So 500 in the Ally High Yield Savings Account in the bucket labeled Health and Medical. So 500, 20, 40, 60, 80, 600, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70. 670 or 770? 670. So that is for the new insurance that I'll be getting with my work, because I will lose insurance from my ex-husband, and it was excellent benefits. Didn't have to pay. I don't even think he had to pay premiums. It was through his work, so they paid for everything. It had a primary and a secondary. Never had to pay co-pays. We didn't have to pay, only like the lowest amount you had to on prescriptions. I didn't have to pay lab fees or 80% of anything. We didn't even have to meet a deductible. So I don't know how it was so good, but I know that mine going forward will not be. I think I will have to do something by the end of this month. I don't know for sure yet. The divorce is in the process of being finalized. We have both signed, so we are waiting for the judge to sign. So it should be within the next few weeks, is what the attorney said. So then all this will have to change. So I will have to get some more. The reason I'm saving the money is not for the premiums, because that will come out of my check, but I will have to pay co-pays. I will have to pay the deductible, a portion of it, until my deductible's met. I will have to pay some things out of pocket, and I think it's like 20% of whatever the service is I'm having done. So, I have no clue what that stuff's going to cost. So I want to try to be as prepared as possible for that, because I do have to continue to monitor the thyroid cancer, my thyroid levels, and then also my rheumatoid arthritis. I have to keep the blood work checked on that as well. And then my hormone replacement. I have to get, I need to go for my yearly exam for that, for my annual pap smear, and then I need to have a mammogram. So all these things, that I'm used to not paying for out of pocket, I'll have to pay for those now, for at least a portion of it. So I want to try to save up for that. I may have to spread some things out and, not do everything all at once till I get some more money saved up. So going forward with that. So that's all in this binder. That's the short term. Now we're ready for long term. Long term will be just a couple in here because kind of being as low numbers as I can on these emergency funds, not getting anything this week because this is not a payday. This is just the second week of the paycheck. So Christmas is going to get 100. So now in Christmas, have 500 in the Ally High Yield Savings Account. So then add the 100. So 600, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70. 670 in the Christmas account. In the Ally account labeled the bucket and labeled Christmas. So we'll let that money draw some interest. Every little bit helps. Vacation's going to get 100. Property tax, nothing. I may get to keep that property tax because that's paid in our mortgage and escrow. Vacation, what'd I say? 100. This is for the trip to the beach. So 100, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, $200. No, $300 in vacation. That will be like I think it's the first week of October. I think October 4th is when we're leaving. Yes, because it's fall break. So I got a little bit more to save on that. I may cut back a little, and now that I've got some in there with that Magic Month check, I may really focus on the I Do Savings Challenge and get the wedding savings completed for my son. Okay, so now we're finished with all the sinking funds, so we'll do the savings challenges. We always start with the 52-week challenge, and this is for Missy Money. The challenge, the binder, everything, the envelopes, all of this is from her website. Go check that out if you would like to do the 52-week challenge. It's super easy. So 32 is what week we're on, and I round up to the nearest 5. So we'll put $35 in there. So let's get over here to 32, and we're going to put 35 in. Whoops, I did it backwards. I like for the 20 to show. Alright, so that's got 32 done. Gosh, we're getting so close to the end. That means it's almost December, guys. Oh, wow. Can't believe it. Yeah, we're getting close to the burr months for the fall, and everybody started school back. I hope all your kiddos are having a good first few days at school if you started. I think out west they don't start until later, like maybe after, like in September. So, hope all your kiddos are having a good time getting ready for school, or maybe even starting already. That's all for the 52-week challenge. My kiddos don't go anymore, so enjoy it, soak it in, take it all in. Make it last as long as you can. 12-month challenge. It's going to get $10, and I think we're ready to start the August. I keep doing that, hitting that money. Make sure you guys can still see. Yeah. So we're on ready. July, we completed that last week, so that finished up Noah's Ark, and that gave me $50 for that. And I'm just still going to do $10. I mean, going to do $1 for the rest of August because, oops, not 8. What? I don't know why I put 8. So that'll give me $50 there. So let's do a 10, and I'll color in 10 of the lion heads. So there we go. And I didn't even bring another marker up here for a nice color. We'll just do orange, I guess. So I'll color in 10 of these, guys.
Make a way. You'll make a way. You'll make a way. You'll make a way. Come, kingdom of God, true and kind. The boldness of our sacrifice, your heart show. Love, standing by by each other's side and turning away from pride. We know we're letting go. You'll make a way. You'll make a way. You'll make a way.
Okay, guys, that finishes up this week for the the line. I should have done yellow. It probably would have looked better, but that's okay. We'll just stick with the orange. I left some of my markers down on my desk, and then I brought some up here to this little desk in my room up here. That's okay, but this is the 12-month savings challenge on my website. I always say that. On my Etsy shop, Faith Rooted Designs, and it's just some Bible symbols to keep us close to God's Word. The lamb, the tomb, the dove, fruit of the vine, Noah's Ark, the lion, olive branch, the 10 Commandments, the Star of Bethlehem, and then that's the manger there. So just a cute little way to keep us a little closer. Okay, so next up's going to be the I Do Savings Challenge. This will be the rest of the money here. Will go in here. This one's getting fat. So we got 60 and then 70. So let's see how many 20s we got. We're trying to get here to this food and drink. Get this one. Do 20, 40, 60, 80. We'll do another 80. That'll be 2 of those. Or should I do 3? We'll wait on that. Yeah, definitely put those there. And then, should I go ahead and put this in here? Yeah, let's try to get this one done. So we'll do 3. We'll color in 3 of these. This one's getting pretty close to getting done. And they have sent out the invitations. So we should be getting, the RSVPs back. So I'm going to do 3 before I start talking. They've sent out the invitations, so they should be getting back the RSVPs, and they will know how many will be attending. And I think she put on there, you select, the guest gets to select what food they want. There's 2 options, I think, so they get to select. Well, golly, look at that mess. They get to select what they want to eat, so as far as the meat selection. So we'll get a better head count of how many we are feeding. Alright. And when I get to this point, when I get this done, y'all, I will be ready to start saving for my new place. Get the kiddos taken care of first. As a mama, you always want to do for the kiddos. And they're doing so well for themselves. I'm so proud of them. So two 5s there. Let's put these in, and we're going to color in 2 of the pink hearts. Golly, I need to do some condensing, don't I? Oh, I put a 1 in there. Whoops. I'm all over the place. So let's color in the pink hearts. We'll color in 2 of these, but I'll just leave these 1s here until next time. And if I get some extra 1s or something from my wallet, I'll just maybe get 2 more, and add that to it and make another heart ready to be colored in. This will be for hair and makeup. And I don't know if I'm going to do a spray tan or not. They're saying, I can get a spray tan. I don't know. I may be too old for all that. I've never had a spray tan before. I usually get pretty dark in the summer, so I don't know. We got another month. I'll see how dark I get. Alright. Yeah, I need to do some condensing. But that's it for the I Do Savings Challenge. That has finished us up for this week. And that's it, guys, for the Cash Stuffing and Savings Challenge for the first week in August. Everybody's getting ready for school, getting everything back in the routine, and fall will be here before we know it. So thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and also, most of all, thank you for your prayers and your encouragement and uplifting words. You guys mean the world to me. This is the best community ever. We just always lift each other up, and help everybody in the comments. You know, there was a lady on here talking about her thyroid, kind of the same situation I had. Like, you know, we don't realize we're really not alone in the things that we're experiencing in our life. Like somebody else out there is experiencing something similar, so it's good to have those connections with you guys and be able to chat back and forth and get some advice and tips and just maybe just a listening ear, you know. So thank you guys so much. Let's do the answer to the trivia. So the trivia for this week was 16. How much food did Jesus use to feed 5,000 men, plus the women and children? 5 loaves and 2 fish, 2 loaves and 5 fish, 5 loaves and 5 fish. The answer is A. Jesus used 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish provided by a small boy to feed 5,000 men, plus women and children. Everyone ate to their full, and there were 12 baskets of fragments left over. And this is from Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. I remember watching this on the show Chosen. I watched that some. I think I got up to season 4. I'm actually on season 4. I had watched it, then I got out of watching it, and now I think that the Lord's Supper came out for season 5. So I'm rewatching season 4 before I watch season 5. So I'm kind of back into watching that. Just kind of the trivia just kind of makes me want to get back into that as well. So let me know if you guys watch The Chosen. I really like that. The actors are great in that. So that's it for the Bible trivia and also for the savings challenge and the cash stuffing. We're finished for the week. So we'll get ready for the next one will be a paycheck. So we'll do a budget with me to go over how we're going to allocate all the money for the 2-week period. And then see if I have any overtime, and I should, because I already have completed 1 week of that pay. And I think I have 10 hours overtime on that already. So, or more. So that should be a pretty good check next time. So hopefully I can put some extra in these binders and get them fat and ready to go. So, thank you guys so much for your comments and prayers, and for watching this long. If you did, thanks for sticking around. Seems like I get winded, especially on the longer ones too. A little bit more cash to stuff, but that's a good thing. I'm not complaining. Thank you, Jesus. He always provides. He always makes a way for everything. So until next time, until the budget with me, I guess that'll be it. The budget with me. So thanks again, guys, for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. But until then, I hope you find blessings in all the little things. Thanks, guys.